Namaste to all. So very happy to be here and hope all are getting ready, gearing up for your board examination. Yes, good. And can I request you all to be on video, please, if possible, so that I can also see you people. And
Children,
without
please switch on your video. Switch on your video. Be confident. Don't worry, we'll not ask any questions. We want to see.
Just come on video. Okay, don't
Yeah.
worry. Don't feel that there's a teacher in front of you. Just think your father is addressing you. Okay? Feel at home, be comfortable. And we'll discuss certain things today, right? So it's not like concept teaching of science. We are going to discuss some very important points regarding board. Shall we start? Yes. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. So my dear children, I heartily welcome you to today's session, which deals with score more for class 10 students and in science. Now, first of all, you're going to tell me what you are able to understand from this picture. What is this? Tell me what this is. Anyone? It is agricultural process, right? Agricultural processes. What are the stages of agriculture? We all know this. So initially we have to plow the field or till the field. Then we have to sow the seeds. Then we have to irrigate it properly. Then we have to remove all the weeds. Then we have to, add manures and fertilizers. Then you can see the crops growing beautifully. And finally, we all celebrate the harvest as a festival. What is that festival? Pongal. Correct? So my dear children, education is nothing but agriculture. There is nothing different. There is nothing different between education and agriculture. So initially, your minds were being plowed or tilled. Then knowledge was sown as seeds. Then proper, food for thoughts were provided. Unwanted negativities were removed. Needed positivities were added. Then your knowledge started growing in staturous manner. And now you are ready for a big festival called board examination. Board examination is your harvest festival. Normally for a crop to grow, it takes 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, say 1 year. So after the crop grows, we harvest it and we celebrate it as a festival. Same way, my dear children. You were growing your knowledge for the past 12 years. This is the time to harvest it for the first time. So you'll be doing it twice in your school life, one at 10th standard, another one at 12th standard. So 12 years of your hard work in the field is now getting harvested. So what I mean to say is this examination, so-called board examination, is a celebration. Right? Board examination is not something for which you have to be afraid of. Board examination is something which you have to enjoy, which you have to celebrate. By this time, you would have written plenty of tests, correct? Plenty of school tests, revision tests, pre-board exams, this, that. And you will be 100% sure that, fine, I know these concepts. I have faced plenty of tests. Maybe, yes, you could have scored less marks. But definitely don't forget the main fact. Your board exam is going to be very easy. Bear that in mind. Come what may. How it is, that's secondary. Have a positive thought that your board exam is going to be absolutely easy. Especially science. Science. Right? So that must be the positive thought. And with that positive thought, I start today's session. And what I mean to say is this. If education is agriculture, examination is the harvest festival, and festivals are meant for celebration. Festivals are meant to be enjoyed, not to be afraid of, not to be stressed about. Right? Be without any stress, be relaxed, be chill. So this is the D-date. right? Science subject code 086 on 4th March 2023 is your board festival of science. So from today, you are not going to call it examination. From today, you're going to call it board festival. Gear up for board festival. And let us just quickly see the marks breakage as far as science is concerned. So when we get into science, we have three branches, right? One is physics, another one is chemistry, another one is biology. So all three branches are almost equally divided, and the marks breakage is 25 marks for physics, 25 marks for chemistry, 25 marks for biology. Sir, 30 sir, 25 25 marks for biology and 5 marks for natural phenomena or environment. So 5 marks is separately included, to our environment, and of course, biology teacher would have handled it. Biology teacher will correct it, but still, this is the marks breakage. So totally you have 80 marks, and CBSE generally doesn't give any kind of blueprint. It doesn't directly give you any kind of blueprint, and the blueprints are subjected to change. But what we can do is we can just predict the blueprint. Like, okay, in the lesson learn the ivlo question varalam. Like that, we can do some kind of prediction that is possible, and that prediction is done based on various sample papers officially released by CBSE, various additional exercise papers or additional practice papers again officially released by CBSE. So with the help of that, and also various central organizations sample papers like KV sample papers, Sahodaya papers. So by seeing all these papers, we can come to a conclusion like this could be the blueprint. Okay, so approximate blueprint in that. So what is that? And I make it very clear, this is just a prediction. This maximum goes true, right? So let us hope for the best. Hopefully, first we'll start with chemistry, because your class 10 science starts with chemistry chapter. Chemical reactions and equations, they carry approximately 6 marks. 1 or 2 plus or minus could be there, but chemical reactions carry 6 marks. Acids, bases, and salts. This chapter carries 3 marks. Metals and non-metals carry 10 marks, and this is the maximum mark scoring chapter in chemistry. And this is one of the maximum mark scoring chapters in class 10 science. So metals and non-metals, approximately 10 marks. Again, plus or minus 1 could be there. Carbon and its compounds, 6 marks. So put together 6 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 10, 19, 19 plus 6, 25 marks for chemistry. And from this, you can also get an idea. From this, you can also come to a kind of conclusion, like 6 marks from chemical reactions. So you have all the possibilities of different kinds of questions. Like there could be 1 mark question, there could be case study question, there could be 3 mark question, there could be 2 mark question. Having 5 mark question is rarity. 5 marks from this topic is rarity, because metals and non-metals, Bahubali is there. Metals and non-metals is the Bahubali of chemistry. So that is there carrying loads of marks, and he is ready with 5 marks for you. Okay. So that also you can predict, and obviously acids, bases, and salts will not have any kind of 5 mark questions, because its maximum mark is 3. Even if they include 2 marks in acid bases and reduce 2 marks from any other chapter. So 5 marks for a chapter and all 5 marks, putting it up in 5 mark question, I don't think board will do so. Right? So this is how you have to plan by using this kind of predictions. You may just roughly note down whatever you want to, whatever you feel like noting, right? And this is all about chemistry. And once again, I repeat my statement. This is just a prediction, but prediction based on all the analysis done with the help of sample papers. And comes bio, life processes, 9 marks. Control and coordination, 3 marks. Reproduction, 6 marks. Heredity and evolution, now evolution is not there. Heredity, 7 marks. Our environment, 5 marks. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, our environment carries 5 marks. So what I mean to say is, our environment is a basic chapter. So our environment is like your home ground. You can hit sixes in any ball that comes to you, right? So our environment will give you a kind of boost for biology and for science as well. And of course, highest mark carrying chapter in biology is undoubtedly life processes. You've got life processes is all about biology, right? Biology nale life process na biology na. Ella process, whatever process you study in life processes are important for your life. In the same way, they are important for your subject as well, right? And comes physics, light reflection and refraction. And this is the maximum mark carrying chapter in physics. And of course, one of the maximum marks carrying chapters in class 10 science. Along with, so by this time, I hope, Shoban, please mute yourself. Yeah, I've muted Shoban. Right. So light reflection and refraction is one of the most important topics in class 10 science, and it carries 10 marks. And again, so you have more possibilities of a 5-mark question from this chapter, right? And you have human eye and colorful world, 2 marks. So probably could be, I will put it in this way, 2 to 4 marks. Okay, reflection and refraction, I can put it in this way, 8 to 10 marks, right? So plus or minus 2 could be there, but anyhow. Next topic is electricity. Next topic is magnetic effects of electric current. So electricity carries 7 marks. Magnetic effects of electric current carries 6 marks. So term 1 portion carries 12 and term 2 portion carries 13. That's how it is put up. So this, again, I'm making you very clear, is a prediction with the help of all the sample papers. And most of the sample papers are framed in this pattern. So hopefully we can expect the board examination, board festival also be in this pattern, right? Too much of serious topics we were discussing, like marks, weightage, breakup, slight relaxation, how to score more in science. How to score more in science. See, this topic, how to score more in science, I will split into 2 parts, right? One is what you have to do to score more in science while preparing for your board festival. Another part is what you have to do to score more marks in science while writing your board festival. Difference புரிஞ்சுதா? Prepare பண்ணும்போது நீ என்ன பண்ணணும்? Board exam எழுதும்போது என்ன பண்ணணும் to score more marks in science? So first we'll start with what you have to do when you are preparing yourself for board examination. Any guess? What is this? What is this? Sir, it is a movie, sir. I've already seen this, sir. Vijay film, sir. I'm not talking about that movie. I'm not talking about this Vijay film. I am talking about something else. Movies are meant to be thrown away for 1.5 months. But what is the secret of your scoring more? What is that? We says various question papers to be worked out. Say CBSE has now released additional, exercise question papers, additional practice question papers. Okay, you all know that. Are you all aware? CBSE website, or you all are regularly watching it? Please do watch if you are not watching. CBSE websites, by this time, you must be watching it regularly. Okay, after this, I'll show you the way by which you have to get inside the additional exercise question papers. So the first thing that you have to do to score more in science is, now you are thorough with the concepts. You must be thorough with the concepts. You have to be thorough with the concepts, right? But what is very important is you have to face different kinds of questions. So for that, you have to go through different question papers. See how a question is asked. There could be a question which is asked directly. The same question could be asked in an indirect way. Like, for example, they may ask you to draw a neat labeled diagram of, human heart. Or they may give the picture of human heart. They may label the parts as A, B, C, and D, and they will ask you name A, B, C, D. So it is all about how questions are being asked differently. So other you have to be, very much thorough about questions. For that, you have to refer various question papers, work out various question papers, and what is the next step? Yes, sir, I have worked out all the question papers, sir. I am trying to work out daily, sir. Done. Very good. Once you work out each and every question, assess your answers by yourself. My dear children, self-assessment is the best assessment. At this stage of life, that is at the verge of board festival, I'm telling you, you are your best teacher. You have to assess and analyze what is right in your answers, what are wrong in your answers, how to rectify the wrong answers, how to enhance the right answers. So this kind of assessment, self-assessment, is very, very important. Then comes our repeat or redo failed part. It's nothing wrong absolutely if you fail. Means நீங்க வீட்ல எழுதுற டெஸ்ட் நீங்க எழுதுற क्वेश्चनல ஒரு क्वेश्चनக்கு ஆன்சர் தப்பா எழுதிட்டீங்க. It is absolutely no problem. It's absolutely no problem if you fall down, but it is problem when you don't get up. So what's the most important thing? You have assessed, right? Okay, this question is correct. Good. This question is wrong. Okay, fine. That attitude is wrong. This question is wrong. Then what is right? Try to rectify that error and repeat, redo, rectify whatever you want. That is R. Then comes I. I says interest. Do this process with complete interest, my dear children. கஷ்டப்பட்டு உழைச்சா படிக்க முடியாது, மார்க் வாங்க முடியாது. இஷ்டப்பட்டு உழைச்சாதான் மார்க் வாங்க முடியும். Very simple, right? Hard work is important, but more than that, doing work with full interest is more important. So work out all the question papers, assess it, rectify the error, but do all these steps with absolute interest. Then comes yes, self-introspection. Assessment panniyache, repeat panniyache. Now it's time for you to introspect. Assessment la neenga enna pannirpeenga, enna question tappunu paathirpeenga. In self-introspection, you have to analyze which chapter you are finding it easier, which chapter you are hitting every ball into sixes and boundaries, but in which chapter becomes a Yorker for you, which chapter you find it very difficult. So self-introspection, that's very, very important at this stage. Next, last, you understand your weak area. So this could be done only when you are, doing a proper self-introspection. So once you have done the self-introspection, what you need to do is understand where you are weak, and it is not just mere understanding. After understanding where you are weak, you have to start Varisu from the beginning. Right? So this is all about, VARISU. This is the secret to score more. But this secret is when you are gearing up for your board festival, when you are preparing yourself for your board festival. Okay. And as I promised you, I'll tell you what is the step to get inside the practice papers. Okay, practice papers. First, you have to go to this is the complete detail of the website, cbseacademic.nic.in/additionalpq.html. When you go to this link directly, you can see all the practice question papers. You'll have both 2021-22 academic year question papers, as well as 22-23 academic year practice question papers. Choose 22-23 practice question papers because you have certain deletions and certain inclusions this year. So last year's practice paper may not serve the purpose. So for this year, you have plenty of additional practice papers, and along with it, you have marking schemes also. So you need not worry. Okay. So this is the website where you will go in, cbseacademic.nic.in. When you go to that website, cbseacademic.nic.in, what you would be able to see is many options like circulars, this, results, examinations, this, that. There you will have a column called question bank. Click that question bank and you will find an option called additional practice question paper and marking scheme. Choose that and you can go download it, take it into PDF. And my dear children, please do not read in your laptop, do not read in your PC, do not read using your mobile phone. All these materials are available in PDF. Download it. Please take a printout. Handouts, hard copy is the best way, to read in a very stress-free manner. Okay. So always the best friend of education is book, paper, hard copy, right? So have that in mind. Please do not read directly from CBSE website. You download and go through all these things. That will increase your headache. At this, at the verge of this board festival, you have to be completely healthy and relaxed. The next one, what is very important while preparing for board examination? The next stage of preparing is proper planning and no waste of time. And you must have a proper schedule, and that schedule must be followed to the very letter. Undoubtedly. First, frame a schedule, follow it to the very letter. Have the schedule right in front of you. Once when you wake up, you have to see the schedule. Once when you go to bed, you have to see the schedule and then only sleep. Proper planning, proper scheduling, and you do not have time to waste now. That's the truth. You hardly have a few days left with you, right? So proper planning and no waste of time. Please do time management test daily. Means, as I told you, practice question papers, you have to do self-testing, self-assessing. At the same time, whenever you get a, like a tea break, in between a hectic school schedule, you get a tea break, right? So here, in between your preparation, you must have a small break, and that break is not for tea, it is for test. Okay. So time management test. What is this time management test? So this must be a PEP test, a very short test, maybe 5 minutes test, not more than that, or 10 minutes, not more than that. And in that duration, what you will be doing is just have a test to draw diagrams, circulatory system, excretory system, any kind of diagrams based on biology, or any ray diagrams, convex mirror, concave mirror, convex lens, any ray diagram, glass slab, whatever. And balancing of equations swiftly. All these things like drawing diagrams, ray diagrams, balancing of equations, all these you must be able to do swiftly. Or you take one 5-mark question, find out what's the right, just you have in your mind that, right, this is a 5-mark question and I'm not going to take more than this many minutes. I'm going to complete within this many minutes, and let me see whether I'm able to complete it within my target time. And you keep practicing, keep writing it daily. And this time management test, you can make use of the direct questions and derivations. This could be used for direct questions and derivations. So any question which does not involve you to think, read the question again and again and find out what answer it is, not necessary. And the direct questions laws, some direct equations, or what is meant by displacement reaction, give an example. So whatever maybe the question is, so any direct questions you choose, and you plan that, okay, today I'm going to write TMT at least 5 times. 1 at 7 o'clock in the morning, 2 during my lunch break in school, 3 after I come home, as soon as I reach home, I will write a small PEP test. 4 before my dinner, I'll have a PEP test. So PEP test must be like your tablets: before dinner, after dinner, before lunch, after lunch, and last PEP test while I go to bed. So plan some small PEP tests daily. So for today, my PEP test is going to be for science. Tomorrow I'm going to do pep test in mathematics. So you try to do this daily for the next 20 odd days. I'm sure you will get a proper time management in your board examination. You will never complain that I did not get time to complete my board examination. Absolutely no possibility if you are following this time management test sincerely and regularly. Right? And while drawing diagrams or ray diagrams, whatever, please do that very neatly. Neatness is very important. And second kind of test that you have to, periodically conduct for yourself is NET, numericals enhancement test. Right? So time management test, second test is numericals enhancement test. You have to do it daily. This is exclusively for physics and mathematics. So let me be very precise to science. So in physics, numericals, whatever you want to solve, you can bring in chemical equations and balancing of equations also in this, but I would prefer that let it be in TMT. This let it be exclusively for numericals, because numericals is where we lose marks very easily, but that's the region where you can score very good marks. So whenever you are writing numericals enhancement test, start with given. So you note down the question that you are going to write the answers for today. Write the question. So answer அப்படின்னு எழுதிட்டு stopwatch start பண்ணிடு. Start பண்ண உடனே what you will be doing is, first you will write given. What is given in the question? Next you will write the formula. Then you will substitute the values in the formula. Correct substitution. At last answer with correct SI unit. So keep practicing this sequence regularly. You can even do this. Have 4 or 5 net whenever time permits for you. Have 4 or 5 net. And in the first 2 net, you write only the formulae. All the mirror formula, magnification formula, or Joule's law of heating formula, or Ohm's law, whatever formulas are there. Collect all the formulas, write all the SI units. Write all the SI units, ampere, volt, whatever you have, whatever quantities you have, Joule, SI unit, test, write it without seeing, again and again and again and again and again. Practice. So 2 nets you exclusively spend for formulas, and 5 remaining 3 nets solve numericals. If you do this daily, numericals will also be easy. Time management will also be very easy for you. And this is what I was about to say. So this is the time for you to swim, not in water. Swim in the ocean of questions, my dear children. That's why I repeatedly tell you, appear in attempt as many questions as possible. Explore as many questions as possible. See all the practice papers. Once when you swim in the ocean of questions, you will find how much you still have to do better. Right? So for that self introspection, this will definitely help you. And you have to do some systematic study on this swimming in the ocean of questions. So what is that systematic study? Collect all the data. Collect all the data. You have all the you have the entire world in front of you. Just sit and search for frequently asked questions in board examinations. You will get a big list. Choose those questions. Give additional importance to those questions. Not only those questions will help you. It is not so. But give additional extra importance to those questions. Generally, children will ask me, sir, please give some important questions in this chapter, sir. Please don't ask anyone like that. Never ever ask you which is the important question in this chapter. Each and every line of NCERT is important. NCERT is your Bhagavad Gita. NCERT is your Quran. NCERT is your Bible. At this stage of your class 10, NCERT is everything. Each line of NCERT is important. Each and every word of NCERT is important. So please do not ask for or do not search for which question is important. But instead you can search for which questions were frequently asked. I can know the pattern. so that it will be easy for us to, answer well. Like for example, this will help you, to get an idea how questions are being asked in board examination. It's always better to use, PYQ, like previous year question papers, and go through them, right? So I'll just give you 3 examples here. I'll just show you 3 questions. Quickly, I'll show you 3 questions which were frequently asked in board examinations, like CBSE 2015, 17, 18. Thrice this question was asked. So 1 question from physics, 1 question from chemistry, 1 question from biology. I'll take. A student suffering from an eye defect X is not able to see distinctly the objects placed beyond 5 meters. Name this defect X. So he's not able to see objects which are away from him. He is able to see nearby object. Nearby is being seen. Near sightedness. Remember MN. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. M kaduthu N. M stands for myopia, N stands for nearsightedness. So this defect is myopia. X is myopia, right? I don't want to ask you, can anyone answer this question? Anyone, whomever I point out, must be able to answer this question. Not only this question, any question in science at this stage. Correct? So I'm not asking you that. I'll ask, will anyone answer the remaining part of this question? Will anyone give a raise hand symbol to me and say, sir, I'm ready to answer? Come on, just try. Just try. This is not your board exam. Anybody is willing? No one. What happened? Fine. Okay. So, yeah, Netrashi, good. Very nice. Come on.
Sir, this is because excessive curvature of eye lens and elongation of eyeball.
Fantastic. Next. Why 5 meters? So what does this refer? What this refers to? Beyond 5 meter? Means his far point is not infinity. It's his far point is 5 meter, right? And the type of corrective lens used to restore proper vision. How this defect is corrected by the use of this lens?
Yeah. So concave lens.
Concave lens. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. And look at this B part. If in this case, the numerical value of the focal length of the corrective lens is 5 meter, find the power of a lens as per the new Cartesian sign convention. So power of lens. Focal length is given as 5 meter. And this lens is nothing but concave lens. So minus 5 meter. Power is 1 by focal length. So minus 0.2 diopter. Done. Clear? Right. So this question was asked many years. And my dear children, I would give you an important point. For the past 2 years, 1 or 2 years, this topic, eye defects, was deleted. No myopia, no hypermetropia, nothing. This year, they have included this topic. So you have more possibilities for being tested with this topic. Am I right? 2 வருஷமா இந்த டாபிக்ல இருந்து क्वेश्चन எடுக்கல. அப்ப क्वेश्चन எடுக்கிறவங்களுக்கு இந்த டாபிக்ல இருந்து எடுக்கலாம் அப்படினு தோணலாம் இல்லையா? So you have possibilities of questions from this topic. If not myopia, could be from hypermetropia or from presbyopia. Right? Just a quick view of diagrammatic representation of this myopic eye and rectified eye. Right? We'll go for swimming in the ocean of questions number 2. So the chemistry question which was asked thrice. In electrolysis of water, why is the volume of gas collected over one electrode double that of the volume collected over the other electrode? Just for an example, I'm giving you one question. Can someone answer me now? No. Will someone answer? Give raise hand symbol and tell me the answer. Tell me first of all, in which electrode the gas collected will be double the volume? Which electrode is that? Or you tell me which gas is that? Come on. Yes.
Sir, H2.
Sir, is it
Very
iron?
good. Very good. So could you give the reason? Why is the volume of gas collected over one electrode double that of the volume collected over the other electrode? You need not draw the diagram in the examination. I'm just showing you this. What happens here? So hydrogen gets collected in the hydrogen gas, gets collected in the, sorry. Like, you need not draw this diagram. You can see. Let us not complicate it much. Very simply, you just write H2O on hydrolysis gives H2 plus O2. Equation is simple. H2 plus O2. Well, on balancing, you'll get 2H2O is equal to 2H2 plus O2. So, which means 2H2 plus 1 O2. About 2:1 ratio. Or else you can go for the prescribed part, like the compound called water has 2 parts of element, 1 hydrogen and oxygen, hydrogen, 2 oxygen, 1, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Or you can even include one more point, like this is to, like you say, no, why we balance chemical equations? What's the purpose of balancing chemical equations? Reason is very simple. You have to ensure that the law of conservation of mass is satisfied, right? So on the mari extra or point of view. So whatever you feel you can write in your own words. That's the biggest advantage of CBSE. That's the biggest. You need not memorize anything. Write from your heart. Right. So the next question is from biology. Draw excretory system in human beings and label the organs of excretory system which perform the following function. See, what is different in each of these years is very simple. Question is the concept is the every year they were asking in different way. For example, they directly asked draw excretory system in human beings and label any 4 parts, something like that. Or draw a diagram of excretory system was given X, Y, Z, name X, Y, Z, label X, Y, Z. Or question like this, draw excretory system in human beings and label the organ of excretory system which perform the following function. So option, under that A, form urine, which means you have to mark only the kidney, which means you have to mark only urinary bladder. So whatever is asked, you are going to mark only that. So in general, this is the diagram. Whatever they are asking, you have to, mark. Labeling, as far as labeling is concerned, what they have asked, you do that. That is more than sufficient. And one more important thing I want you to observe in this picture. Can you see all the labelings are in the right side? This is how your diagram is drawn in your NCRT. This is taken from your NCRT, right? So all the labelings are in one side, right? So all the labelings are in one side. But this is how you have to draw diagram. This is how you will make the diagram very neat. Label it at one end, diagram at one end. Make it very beautiful. Keep all the arrows straight, exactly in line. So that's what I say. You do all these TMTs and NETs daily. So daily when you are doing time management test, you will learn to manage time in drawing diagrams neatly, labeling it correctly, labeling it neatly, and also completing the exam in time. Right? So this is just an example for frequently asked questions like this. You have plenty of frequently asked questions, my dear children. Plenty of frequently asked questions. Please analyze all those questions. See how they are asking. Every year, only the way of asking questions will be different, but questions will be same. Concept will be same. Way of asking questions, definitely different. Observe all those way of asking questions. Identify various ways of asking questions. Oh, ஒரு क्वेश्चन இப்படிலாம் கேட்கலாமா அப்படின்னு உனக்கு தோன்ற அளவுக்கு ஆச்சரியப்படுற அளவுக்கு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டோட அனலைஸ் பண்ணு. Okay, and do's while preparing for board. I'll add one more word, do's while preparing for board festival. So what you have to do, give more writing practice, which means, see, it's high time you have to allot more time for preparation, for studies, throw away all other unwanted activities. You can enjoy after 1.5 months. You can really enjoy after 1.5 months, at least for few days or few months. But do not have any kind of entertainment portions more at this stage. At this stage, please don't do it. Have it, but in a limited, very limited, right? So allot more of your time towards preparation of your exam, preparation for your exam. So give more writing practice. That's what I mean to say. You read a topic, that is not sufficient 100%. You write a topic, fine, 50% okay. You keep writing a topic again and again, 100% you are ready, you are prepared. So every time you write and practice, every new point you will be able to recollect, remember. Okay. And second thing is very, very important, which you all were doing very well, but by this time some of you would have, felt like you need not have any kind of fear. As I told you already, exams are meant for celebration. You are going to only celebrate. Eat well, eat only hygienic homemade food. Please do not go for any hotel or restaurants at this stage. Do not spoil your health. Eat only your mother's preparation, your parents' preparation, or your homemade food. Amma sera upma varda kuda saaptudu. Okay, because that will be very healthy for you and it will keep you mentally as well as physically healthy and happy, right? And drink more water. That is very important, because by this time you would have studied excretory system, so kidneys, role of nephrons, all this you would have studied in biology, right? And you know the importance of drinking more water. Do not spoil your health at this stage. Another one I have not included here, but I am telling you, please be hygienic. That's more important. Take bath regularly, be hygienic, cut your nails, look very prompt, look very smart. Okay. That will actually, when you go and stand in front of a mirror and you look very smart, it will give you plenty of, positivity. It will give you plenty of like self-confidence. So have that. And don't burn the midnight oil, please. Means don't read late night. Don't be awake for a long time. Prepare. Fix a time. Okay, 10 o'clock, I'm going to wind up and I'm going to bed. After 10, கொஞ்ச நேரம் mobile பார்க்கலாம், கொஞ்ச நேரம் TV பார்க்கலாம். No. In between, you have some time to relax yourself, but after 10, please do not have any kind of relaxation. So after 10, the best way to relax yourself is sleeping. So don't burn the midnight oil. Don't wake up for a long time. Don't be, awake for a long time. Go to bed in time. Get up early and learn thoroughly. Start preparing. Okay, va? And you will never waste your time. And the next important point is, each and every one of you must become Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Captain Cool. Keep yourself calm. Keep yourself composed. Daily start the day with just 2 minutes of meditation. Have a very relaxed and peaceful sitting and doing meditation for 2 to 3 minutes, more than sufficient. Do some kind of prayer. Think that this day is going to be a highly, highly, highly positive day for me. I'm going to learn a lot today. By this night, when I go to bed, I'm sure I am going to learn, or I'm going to revise plenty of topics with consummations. All these you say. Meditate. Keep calm and composed. This, stay away from Dushman. Stay away from this Dushman called mobile phones. Do not see mobile phone. Do not use mobile phones, please, for another 1.5 months. I know not using mobile phone is something like not using your hand at all. But still, you may even say, sir, mobile phone. Do not use mobile phone. No means no. Right? The next very, very, very important point. I will definitely underline and insist on this point. Avoid discussions with your friends. Please avoid discussions with your friends. You got any doubt or you have got some clarity. You feel like, yes, I want to share with my friend. This is the time where you need to be calm, you need to be composed, you need to be positive, you need to be confident. Do not involve in any kind of thing that breaks any of this. Discussions with your friend. Maybe your friend is not thorough with the topic, but you are thorough in that topic and he doesn't know that. And your friend may say, waste of time. As if he is preparing the board examination question paper. Please avoid talking to your friends regarding, studies. First, avoid talking to your friends. Hi, hi. Good morning. Had your breakfast? Had your lunch? Good. Cool. Bye-bye. Take care. Enjoy. Done. Please avoid unnecessary discussions with your friends. So here, at this stage of life, you need to have two very important friends. I'll make it as three very important friends. Friend number one is your textbook. Friend number two is yourself. Friend number three is your teacher. So if you want to have any kind of discussion, discuss with your teachers, not with your friends. Sir, in the topic purila, ma'am, in the topic purila, ma'am, in the topic reteach panna mudiyuma, ma'am. In the question, get an answer varum. Yes, you are most welcome to discuss, but do not discuss with your friends. And yeah, have periodic relaxation. This fellow is listening music with the help of his mobile phone. You can relax yourself with the help of your mobile phone, but nothing else. Just to listen one beautiful song, one soul-touching song, a very nice song, or sit simply relaxed, or watch 5 or, and this relaxation must not prolong. It must not go beyond 10 minutes. So maybe 2 songs you can listen. Make your mind very composed, very calm, and listen to good songs. Daya senji 10 நிமிஷம் time இருக்குதுன்னு பாரதி கண்ணம்மா பார்க்காத, பாக்கியலட்சுமி பார்க்காத. Right? So listen to something which makes you very pleasant. Or just sit outside the veranda, admire the nature. This you do periodically, and please, my dear children, have this in your mind. Relaxation must be in between preparation time. Preparation should not be in between relaxation. Okay, I hope you understand the difference. Preparation perusa irukano, relaxation kuttiya irukano. Relaxation perusavum, preparation kuttiyavum irundira koodadu. Right? So periodic relaxation, and of course, this will make you prepare in a stress-free manner. Absolutely no stress. Happy, stress-free manner. Yeah. And now comes the next, how to score more in science. I told you already, how to score more in science. I'm going to split into two categories. One is how to score more in science, or what is the key to score more in science when you are preparing for board examination. You remember Varisu, right? Now comes the second, how to score more in science. And this is when you are writing your board examination. When you are writing your board examination. So what is the key to score more in science? Any guess? Of course, yes. Tunivu. What is Tunivu? Tunivu is AK film, sir. I'm sorry. No more films for next 1.5 months. Tunivu says, first point is think well and answer. See, you have got a question in front of you. You must first of all think well and answer, especially this kind of approach is to be used for multiple choice questions, MCQs. You have to think well and go for elimination process. Big Boss video mari kuduthirka 4 option la overthana eliminate pante va. This cannot be the option, go away. This cannot be the option, go away. These two are fine. Any one could be that, okay, this is very closer. This is the answer. Remember, it is not necessary that out of all the 4 answers, only one option should be correct. Absolutely not necessary. One option will be much accurate. You have to choose that option. So for that, you have to think. So think well and answer. For this, you have to take the help of something in your board examination called reading time, question paper reading time, first 15 minutes. First 15 minutes, you have to, read the question paper thoroughly, go through the MCQs at least thoroughly. And suppose if you want to, recollect some formulas or do something. So for that, you have to think well and answer. So you can take the help of first 15 minutes reading time as well as while going through each and every question. See, sometimes we get nervous and we just like that start writing the answer, like without understanding what is being asked. So avoid all those things. Think well, take your time, relax and answer. And once again, don't feel that if I think well and answer, I will not be able to complete the exam in time. No, அதுக்கு தான் TMT follow பண்ணு. Daily time management test எழுது, வேகமா எழுத பழகிக்கோ, you will be easily able to think well and answer. So Tunivu, T stands for think well and answer. H stands for highlight key points. This is very important, my dear children. See, I'll tell you a very, 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 very secret. What secret is that? Everybody knows. Board examination valuation. See, board examination valuation, you must be, making the teacher who is correcting your paper feel very happy and comfortable. How? Paragraph, write it point by point. Be very precise. Underline the key points. Stick to the key points first of all. First of all, stick to the key points. Okay. So on the key points are underline pannu. Highlight. You have to do highlighting by underlining. Do not use sketch pen to underline. Use pencil. Neatly underline. Right. So that will give you, very good marks. The teacher who corrects will find that right. Okay, these points are right. Obviously, he knows things. Right. Then comes you. Understand the question. This is what I was about to say there. See, sometimes we read fast. STO. Okay, stomach pati stomata pati. So don't come to a conclusion about what is asked. Understand what is asked. Are they talking about displacement reaction, or are they talking about double displacement reaction? Are they asking you about myopia, or are they asking you about hypermetropia? Please do understand the question. Then comes N, neatness. Neatness to be ensured. Diagrams must be very neat if you are, attempting biology questions. And your presentation must be very neat for all science, like generally for all the subjects, exclusively for science. Presentation must be neat, diagrams must be neat. So that is N. Tunivu. I. Indications must be proper. What is that indications? For example, if you take chemistry, we were describing this H2O on electrolysis gives 2H2 plus O2, right? I'm sorry. Just over that arrow, you have to put electrolysis. Or sometimes you'll write on the arrow, you will write, on heating. On the arrow, you will write the catalyst. Or when you're drawing a physics ray diagram, arrow marks. These are called indications. Arrow marks illana physics ray diagram marke kadayadu. When you draw biology diagram, correct indication means correct labeling of correct part. Right? So all these are very important. Stick to the key points. Stick to what is being asked, what is being questioned. Answer only that. State Ohm's law. Say, for example, there is a 1 mark question. They are asking you, what does the slope of a VI curve give you? The slope of VI curve gives resistance. Over. Done. Ohm's law, George's Simon Ohm stated Ohm's law. There we plot a graph and slope is dy by dx and dx by dy. Why all these stories? For 1 mark, what is needed? only that. Please be very precise, right? And suppose precise is different and writing 1 or 2 points extra is different. See, very precise answers, but still, suppose they are asking you for 3 differences between something, or suppose they are asking you 3 uses of something. You write 1 more use extra if you know, nothing wrong. Even if 1 fails somewhere, that will save you, right? So 1 extra point you can write, but not in pages. And Tunivu, you last units. Units are important. This is exclusively for numericals. So when you solve numericals, correct answers with unit. If there is no unit, for example, refractive index, write no unit, right? So Varisu is the key for success or scoring more in science when you are preparing for board examination. And Tunivu is the key for success when you are sitting and writing the board examination, right? And I'm done with my part. Bear this in your mind. Study while others are sleeping. Work while others are loafing. Prepare while others are playing. Dream while others are wishing. So I planned for 1 hour and I have executed for 1 hour. And this is what I would also recommend you at this stage of life. Plan something, execute it swiftly such that you are definitely not wasting even a single moment of your life for the next 1.5 months. Wish you all the best, my dear children. Keep rocking.
Hello, I'm Sriya from grade 6. Really, I have enjoyed this section. Not only this music section, past the section that Nichayam taught us about self-confidence, intelligence, and how to be smart. Subha history of grade 6 A1 studying at Swiss. I really enjoyed this music smart and I learned so many music tradition and ma'am taught so many steps to me. Thank I am Victor from 6th standard, K&K Public School, Kagidaburam, and I actually like this class very much because always I often to see American music or English music only. I don't know about my mother tongue music. Now only I learned about that. Thank you. This is Akila from grade 6 starting in Pondijam. This session was really interactive and enjoyable, and I learned about the musical intelligence and it was really fun, and I thank my teachers to conduct this fantabulous session. Thank you.
Hi Hidus, I'm Satya from Sri Ganesh Vidyalaya. Thank you for the opportunity for us. They will enjoy this today for all the programs. I love dance and music, so I'm very happy today. Education is must for all. Because இந்த சுச்சுவேஷனுக்கு எஜுகேஷன் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப மஸ்ட்டு. அதே டைம் வந்து ரிலாக்ஸேஷன் அதை விட ரொம்ப முக்கியம். இப்போ நம்ம பசங்களுக்கு வந்து ரிலாக்ஸேஷனே இல்லாமல் இருக்குது. ஸோ வந்து மியூசிக் அண்ட் டான்ஸ் தான் வந்து பெஸ்ட் ரிலாக்ஸேஷன் ஃபார் ஆல். எப்பவுமே என்ஜாய் பண்ணுங்கள். த சேம் எஜுகேஷன்லேயும் கான்சென்ட்ரேட் பண்ணுங்கள். தேங்க்யூ.
குழந்தைகளை மேனேஜ் பண்ணுறது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ரொம்ப யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருந்தது.
இப்போ வந்து பேரண்ட்ஸ் வந்து எப்படி பசங்களை வந்து ஹாப்பியாக கொண்டு வர்றது, ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்லெஸ்ஸாக எப்படி வந்து பசங்களை
அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி நிறையா விஷயங்கள் வந்து இந்த ஓரியன்டேஷன் ப்ரோக்ராமில் சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. ஒரு பேரண்ட்டாக சைல்டை எப்படி நம்ம வழி நடத்தலாம் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கான நிறையா வழிமுறைகளை சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்க. இந்த செஷன் நல்லா யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருந்துச்சு. தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் பிடிஎம்.
இதே மாதிரி இன்னும் ஒவ்வொரு வருஷமும் பண்ணாங்கன்னா இன்னும் பசங்களோட டேலண்ட்டும் ரொம்ப இம்ப்ரூவ் ஆகும். தேங்க்யூ.
எக்ஸ்பிரஷன் தேங்க்யூ.
என்னோட பேர் ரதியா, என் பையன் நந்தகுமார் இங்கே 8th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் படிக்கிறான். இங்கே சயின்ஸ் எக்ஸிபிஷன் பார்க்கறதுக்காக வந்திருந்தேன். 3rd-லேருந்து 12th வரைக்கும் எல்லா குழந்தைங்களோட இதுவும் பார்த்தோம். நல்லா பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. இன்னும் நிறைய பண்ணுறதுக்கு நல்லா பண்ணியிருக்காங்க.
குட் ஆஃப்டர்நூன். வரும்போது கொஞ்சம் கேஷுவலாக தான் வந்து, பட் ரியலி நிறைய விஷயம் பிள்ளைங்க ரொம்ப அழகாக எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணாங்க. அவங்களுக்குள்ள ஒரு 3 பேர் 4 பேர்னாலும் ஒரு நல்ல கோஆர்டினேஷன், ஒருத்தர் விட்டாலும் அழகாக பக்கத்தில் உள்ளவர் சொல்லிக் கொடுக்குறது, டீம் ஒர்க்னா என்ன, ஸோ புதுசான விஷயங்கள் பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப அழகாக இருந்துச்சு. ரைட் ஃப்ரம் 3rd ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் 2nd 3rd-லேருந்தே பார்த்துட்டு வந்து 5th வரைக்குமே நல்ல விஷயம் பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு என்னென்ன தெரியணும். இந்த பயோ வேஸ்ட்டில் இருந்த கேஸ், ஃப்ளோரில் இருந்த எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி, ஸோ நிறைய விஷயம் பெரிய பிள்ளைங்க அந்த ஏஜ் குரூப் பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு என்ன தெரியணுமோ ரொம்ப அழகாக சொல்லிக் கொடுத்துருந்தாங்க. தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச். ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்துச்சு பார்க்குறது.